Well, the East Tennessean student newspaper at ETSU is hosting an important fundraiser this weekend. They will be raising money through a pancake breakfast at a Johnson City restaurant. And joining us now with more, we have Allison Winters and Dawn Armstrong with the East Tennessean. Great to have you guys with us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Well, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about the East Tennessean, the student newspaper over there.
Sure thing. The East Tennessean is the student-run newspaper of ETSU. I serve as the advisor to the organization, and it's just a great way for students to get experience. We try to mirror a professional organization as much as possible, and the whole idea is that even if they don't have, even if they don't have an idea of going into the media, it's still great to build a portfolio.
Absolutely. And that real life experience of going out there and collecting that information, collecting the story and writing it. And you've been with the paper for a while now. You were telling me you're in the graduate program.
Yes. Yeah, so just to kind of add on to what he was saying, it gives students a real life experience. We do stories that relate to the community or to campus life, and so they get the chance to talk to a variety of people, so it gives them a lot of opportunities.
And over the last couple of years, I know you guys have covered just a huge variety of topics that have been so important and really relied upon from the student population. Tell us about some of the topics that you've covered that, of course, people will relate to.
Yeah, well, we've covered things ranging from the protests to we also have like concerts and events and things that happen on campus. So anything from politics to music to entertainment to editorial things, we just cover a lot of different things.
Just like you see in any other newspaper, right? And of course, that's the bottom line, is trying to make it as real life as it can be, because they're going out into the field.
Yes, for sure. You know, they have the usual deadline pressures. It's good to get used to that, you know, while you're in college, because that's only going to intensify when you get out into the field. And to build upon what Allison was saying, I mean, the pandemic, you know, as soon as that hit, that pretty much was a story a day. I mean, of course, that shut down our print operation for a little bit, but you know, the news keeps happening, it keeps going, and so the East Tennessean students kept going online during that first year of the pandemic. And so as awful as it also was great journalism experience at the same time.
Yeah, and it kind of probably gave them purpose and kept them involved, and you know, we saw how important that was. And of course, running a newspaper, we know, comes with a price tag. It's not cheap. So obviously, where do you guys get all of your funding?
The students generate a lot of it themselves through selling advertising, just like a professional media outlet would. And then we also get some support through the administration at ETSU, but also we do things like this fundraiser that's coming up because it helps support. We have different expenses, you know, our equipment costs a lot, and so a fundraiser like this is just fantastic. It's a great partnership with Aubrey's, I mean, that they do a breakfast like this.
Yeah, and that leads us to this weekend. You said, what are we going to have for breakfast Saturday morning? We know you can go check out Aubrey's, and what a great opportunity. So tell us what you guys are doing.
Aubrey's hosts these community fundraisers. All of the proceeds get to stay with the group. Now, Aubrey's typically does not stage a breakfast. They don't serve breakfast. But during this morning, they'll be serving pancakes, bacon, eggs, the whole 9 yards. And it's $5. I mean, I don't know how many people have or have not been to Aubrey's, but if you have, you've probably not eaten there for $5.
Yes, for sure, especially a well-rounded meal like that.
Yes.
And how fun has it been to kind of get through this and organize this and kind of come together as a newspaper?
It's been really great. Also, the people who will be serving will be the staff, so it's completely ran by the East Tennessean group effort. But it's been great to sell tickets, get the word out there, talk to people, put out press releases and talk to people. It's just been awesome.
And I do love that the newspaper truly is full circle, selling the ads, printing. I mean, you don't think about all the different professions that go into something like that.
Yes, for sure. And that's just the idea of the whole experience. We try to make it as well-rounded as possible and as much of a reflection as possible of the profession, you know, from the advertising, from the online, from social media. And so, you know, it's just we try to make it as complete as possible to be a reflection of what they're going to encounter when they go out into the profession.
And Allison, I bet there'll be a great story on how successful the fundraiser was in the East Tennessean coming up the next day, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, well, it sounds great. I know you guys have put a lot of work, a lot of energy into this, and great things certainly happening over there at ETSU, so thanks so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
The Pancake Breakfast happening this Saturday morning. What a great way to kick off the weekend right there at Aubrey's from 8 to 10 a.m. Tickets are just $5 per person, and there is that website you can go to for more information. We'll be right back.